Why some souls linger after death and what keeps them earthbound. The moment arrives. Your heart takes its final beat. Your lungs draw their last breath. Your eyes close on this world for what should be the final time. But you don't leave. While others cross into the light, you remain. Caught between worlds. Suspended between what was and what should be. Anchored to a realm you no longer belong to by invisible chains forged from your own unfinished business. You think death is an ending, a clean break, a simple transition from here to there. But for some souls, death becomes not a doorway, but a waiting room. Not a release, but a different kind of prison. The magnetic pull of incomplete love. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. But incomplete love becomes a gravitational field that can hold a soul to earth long after the body has returned to dust. You died with words unspoken. I love you, trapped forever behind lips that will never move again. I'm sorry, burning in a heart that has stopped beating. The letter you never wrote, the phone call you never made, the forgiveness you never asked for. These aren't just regrets. They are energetic debts that your soul feels must be paid before you can move on. Your consciousness lingers near the person you need to reach, sending desperate signals they rarely receive. You whisper in their dreams. You move objects they'll recognize as signs. But the cruel irony is this. The very love that keeps you here often becomes the barrier that prevents your message from getting through. Your grief-stricken daughter can't feel your presence because she's drowning in her own sorrow. The weight of broken promises. Some souls are anchored to earth by chains made of their own words. The promise you made to your dying mother that you'd take care of your father. The vow to your best friend that you'd finish the book you started together. The commitment to your children that you'd be there for their graduation, their wedding, their own children. Death doesn't release you from these promises. In your soul's understanding, a vow made from love transcends physical existence. You cannot rest while your word remains unfulfilled. So you linger, trying to influence events from beyond the veil. You nudge family members to check on your father. You inspire someone else to finish the book. But promises made in flesh are difficult to keep in spirit. Your father needs physical care you cannot provide. The prison of unresolved trauma. Sometimes souls become earthbound not by choice, but by shock. Death came too suddenly, too violently, too unexpectedly. Your consciousness couldn't process the transition, couldn't accept the reality of its new state. The accident happened so fast you don't even realize you died. The heart attack struck so suddenly you're still trying to call for help. The violence was so traumatic your soul fragmented, leaving pieces scattered in the place where your life ended. Your consciousness is stuck in a loop, replaying the moments before death, searching for a different outcome. Like a record with a scratch that plays the same 3 seconds over and over, your awareness cannot move past the trauma that severed your connection to life. The Guardian's eternal watch. Not all earthbound souls are trapped. Some choose to remain as guardians, as protectors, as eternal watchers over those they love. You see your spouse struggling with depression after your death. You watch your children making destructive choices in their grief. You observe your elderly parents deteriorating without your care. From the other side, you could guide them, but it doesn't feel like enough. Their pain is so raw, their needs so great, that you choose to remain closer, to maintain a presence in their daily lives. You become the protective spirit in your daughter's house. You become the comforting presence in your spouse's bedroom, easing their nightmares. But this choice comes with a cost. By remaining earthbound to help them, you may actually be preventing their healing. Your protection may shield them from the very experiences they need to grow. The perfectionist's last task. Some souls cannot leave because they cannot accept incompletion. Your life's work remains unfinished. The great novel sits at chapter 23. The scientific breakthrough hovers just beyond reach. The artistic masterpiece lacks only the final brushstroke. In life, you are driven by the need to complete, to perfect, to leave no stone unturned. Death does not diminish this drive. If anything, it intensifies it. From your perspective, you are so close to finishing what you started. So you linger, trying to inspire others to complete your work. You attempt to communicate with your research partner. You try to guide your protege's hand, as they approach your unfinished canvas. But genius, like love, is deeply personal. Your vision cannot be perfectly transmitted to another, the liberation protocol. But here is what every earthbound soul must eventually understand. Your unfinished business cannot be completed from where you are now. The love you need to express can only be truly received when you've moved beyond the desperation that keeps you here. The promises you made were contracts with life, not obligations that extend into death. The trauma that binds you can only be healed in the place where healing resides, beyond the veil of earthly existence. Your loved ones need to grieve you completely before they can feel your continued presence. Your work needs to remain unfinished so others can find their own path to completion. Your secrets may be burdens you were meant to carry alone. The greatest act of love may be letting go. The deepest healing may come from accepting that some stories end without resolution. The truest completion may be found not in finishing what you started, but in trusting the universe to weave your incomplete threads into the larger tapestry of existence. You signed a contract to be human for a specific period. That contract has been fulfilled. Your time as a guardian angel has ended. Your role as an earthbound spirit is not part of the plan. The light waits for you, not with judgment, but with understanding. Not with punishment for lingering, but with compassion for why you stayed. Your unfinished business was never meant to be finished by you. It was meant to become someone else's beginning. The only question remaining is, are you ready to trust the universe enough to let go? Are you ready to complete your earthbound journey by finally, truly leaving Earth behind?